Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we're building a flicker deck led by the creepy voodoo child herself, Aminatou the Fateshifter. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Aminatou the Fateshifter is a 3-mana legendary planeswalker with 3 starting loyalty. We may add 1 loyalty to draw a card, then put a card from our hand on top of our library. We may remove a loyalty counter to exile another permanent we own, then return it to the battlefield under our control. Finally, if we remove 6, we may choose left or right. Each player gains control of all non-land permanents other than Aminatou controlled by the player in the chosen direction. Also, we may run Aminatou as our commander. So we really don't care about Aminatou's ultimate. It is silly and fun, but unnecessary for our purposes. We care a little bit about the +1 ability, and because of this I decided to add some miracles to the deck. Not a lot, just a couple. The thing we care about most with Aminatou is the -1 ability, flickering something. Because we can go infinite with just 2 other cards in our deck. So this will be a bracket 3 deck because the deck is focused and has some infinite combos. But we're also a budget deck. The entire thing can be purchased for less than $90, at least at the time of recording. What? 2 budget decks in a row? Crazy, right, dear viewer? Well, before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Mythatom. The folks at Mythatom were kind enough to send me some new toys. If you've ever wanted a fancy metal commander to show off, or maybe use to whack people who keep touching your cards, this may be for you. There are several to choose from, like this one featuring the first sliver. If you want to give all your slivers cascade, order this lovely metal commander from Mythatom. Be sure to use code Danon for a 10% discount. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Arcane Sanctum, Glacial Fortress, Drowned Catacomb, Isolated Chapel, Glacial Floodplain, Ice Tunnel, Snowfield Sinkhole, Prairie Stream, Tainted Isle, Tainted Field, Adarkar Wastes, Underground River, Caves of Koilos, Port Town, Choked Estuary, Shine Shadow Snarl, Azorius Chancery, Dimir Aqueduct, Orzhov Basilica, Bajuka Bog, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 4 Plains, 4 Islands, and 4 Swamps. A pretty straightforward mana base. Obviously you can improvement, but better lands cost more money. For mana ramp, we're running Peregrine Drake, Solemn Simulacrum, Priest of Gix, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Progress, Talisman of Dominance, Talisman of Hierarchy, Azorius Signet, Dimir Signet, Orzhov Signet, Mindstone, Chromatic Lantern, and Thrawn Dynamo. Mostly mana rocks, but a few that we can flicker to get more mana as needed. Our card advantage package consists of Baleful Strix, Entreat the Dead, Redress Fate, Greed, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Twilight Prophet, Muldrifter, Archaeomancer, Cloudblazer, Aether Channeler, Wall of Omens, Sun Titan, Dowerport Mage, and Spirited Companion. Lots of cards that we can flicker to draw more cards, as well as some graveyard recursion. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Glenalenja Guardian, Curious Colossus, Banishing Stroke, Ashiok Dreamrender, Ravenous Chupacabra, Hostage Taker, Reflector Mage, Venser Shaper Savant, Urtai Resurrected, Riptide Gearhulk, Noxious Gearhulk, Negate, Dovin's Veto, Generous Gift, Counterspell, Commit Memory, and Reality Acid. Lots of cards we can flicker for repeated value, plus some traditional counter magic and spot removal. Our board wipes consist of Devastation Tide, Terminus, and Massacre Worm. 2 miracles and a creature we can flicker as needed. Very thematic. The core of our deck consists of Spark Double, Felidar Guardian, Gonti, Lord of Luxury, Temporal Mastery, Soul Herder, Corpse Knight, Agent of Treachery, Restoration Angel, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Oath of Teferi, Panharmonicon, Starfield Vocalist, Ghostly Flicker, and Ephemerate. Lots of ways to help our commander flicker stuff, as well as the 2 pieces we need to go infinite. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 37 lanes and 14 pieces of ramp. A little heavy, but it allows us to keep some mana open for interaction. 15 pieces of card advantage, counting our commander, and most of it is repeatable. 17 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Juku Bog and Commit Memory, 1 Sudden I Win card in Spark Double. Okay, so for our combo to work, we actually need both Spark Double and Oath of Teferi. Oath of Teferi allows us to activate our Planeswalker's abilities twice every turn. Spark Double can enter as a copy of any creature or Planeswalker we control, except it isn't legendary. So we can have 2 Aminatus on board. We downtick 1, flickering one of our creatures. Say, Gonti, Lord of Luxury. We resolve Gonti's Enter the Battlefield ability, then we downtick the other copy of Aminatou, flickering Gonti again. We resolve his trigger again, then we flicker one of our Aminatus, targeting the other Aminatou. She's now a new copy, and we can activate her twice again. We can then flicker Gonti twice more, then flicker each Aminatou infinitely. This means we can basically steal everyone's library and then pass the turn. Or we can flicker Agent of Treachery and steal every permanent on the battlefield. Or we can flicker Cloudblazer and draw through our library. The possibilities are endless. Do you have a flicker deck? What about a deck led by Aminatou the Fateshifter? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Dana. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Drya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Oscar, Dustin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, and Black Dragon. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Dana.